Oh, hello. Good evening, ladybugs and yellow jackets. Like everybody tonight is wearing some kind of a tank top except me. Ooh, look at your cool face count, Morbid. Well, welcome to tonight's episode of Fae News here on Fae Productions. I'm your host, Fairy Princess Lolly, and today I'm here with Morby. Did you mean to do that on purpose? Oh, yes. Okay. Well, with it, Morby with his bunny, his bun, and also with Sir Bumble.
Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow
And
meow
also
meow
with
meow.
Ion the Leprechaun.
I duly do.
And Sir Bumble's servant.
Meow 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 meow.
All right.
Yeah.
Gunther is supposed to be joining us. He was here 2 seconds ago, and then something happened, and so I think he might be having some technical difficulties of some sort that I am not aware of. So, we didn't even decide what we were going to do to the bell today, you guys. Technically what?
He is technically Gunther is difficult.
Yeah.
He can probably hear you. He's probably watching. I think that tonight Sir Bumble is standing in for Stormy because last week Stormy was standing in for Count Morbid.
I think we all just decided to go sleeveless in honor of Stormy.
I'm not sleeveless. No. I want to be sleeveless though.
I want to be where the sleeveless are.
Yeah, kind of a little bit. So, yes. Oh, hello everybody out there in the comments, and it is good to see you, famous Dana, as well. I thought you had your studying for your test tonight, but I'm glad you could at least tune in, even though you can't.
It's easier to study. You can study while having this on in the background. It's harder than if you.
No, that's what I said. I'm glad you could at least tune in. So, a couple things before we jump into the show. Of course, I mean, I forgot to put something new for doing to the bell. Anybody have any suggestions on what we should do to the bell today? You know what? This poor bell. Torture the bell. We're just going to torture it today because that's really actually what we've been doing to the bell all year. We're torturing the bell. Please like, subscribe, and torture the bell. And then also, I'm just going to put this up here. It is also in the low bar as well. But one of our fellow gobs, Scorch is their name actually, is also a cake baker and probably things of other various and sundry kinds. And they are in a competition. Today is the last full day for you to go vote. Please go to that link right there. You'll find it in the low bar everywhere on Facebook and except Twitch, everywhere except Twitch. Please go there and give them your vote. They're very close to the top. I think they're just breaking out of 4th place now. So they're really, really close to the top. Your vote could be the one that makes a difference. And I told them that I would put that in there because we like to support our Goblin friends. Yay! And also, of course, a shout out to today's show sponsor, which is Blue Moon Designs by Catherine the Great, whom you have seen here on this show, actually, that does the fashionable utility accessories pocket equity, you may remember, for everybody in her home studio in Vallejo. Vallejo? How do you say that? Is it Vallejo? I don't know.
Meowejo.
Meowejo. Her fancy yet practical pocket belts and holster hoodies are uniquely handcrafted from cast-off and reclaimed materials the Fairy way. Reduce, reuse, recycle, creating an elegant and empowering complement to your favorite attire. Her LED light-up bustles, headdresses, hair clips, and necklaces also allow you to shine your inner light brightly with mystery and magic. So all of her information is in the low bar. Please go check her out. And I thought I saw Gunther here in the background. Thank you so much for being a sponsor on our show and also being one of our Fairyblossom vendors. So we will see her at the virtual fairy market here in just a few weeks. And with that said, all of the things are out of the way, you guys. And I saw Gunther pass through, but I don't know where he went. I think he huffed and then went back to see if he could finish doing what he was doing. So how was everybody's week?
Meow. Meow meow.
Really? Nice.
Meow.
Oh, roar, huh?
It was hot.
So does that mean that basically you've just been laying around all week, basking in the sunlight as cats do?
Meow.
Yeah.
I did finish a couple of things.
Ooh, did you? Oh yeah, that's the one you ruined.
Yeah.
It used to be beautiful pink, and now it's not.
You are a Philistine.
I'm not a Philistine. That one looks pretty cool. I like that one.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that. It also used to be beautiful.
By the way-
So,
meow,
By the way, I
meow.
would actually be slightly offended, except for the fact that I think it's hilarious that I intended this to be the Sealy one and the other one's the unsealy one. I might take it personally, but I just think it's hilarious that you zeroed in on the Sealy one.
I don't know. I just was saying they were pink. No, they're not. Apparently you look good as a
Yeah.
meow meow, Sir Bumble. And also, let us all be thankful that this is not us today. 106 degrees. I think that's probably down in Las Vegas area. Ooh. What was hot here? And I walked all over today because I had to go get things at the store, and I decided that I would rather walk than drive the Land Dragon. And then I got out there and it was really much hotter than expected.
If it's 106 in Las Vegas, that's where Stormy is, and she's probably not here because she evaporated.
No, Stormy was in Las Vegas. Now she's in Reno.
Well, I can't imagine it's.
Much different between the two.
I mean, it might be under 100 in Reno, but.
So, how about you two down there? Ion, how was your week?
There was a Memorial Day that happened. That was exciting.
Was it really?
No.
I don't even know. Well, so I don't know what's going on with Gunther, but I wish he would be here with us. I feel sad that he's not here today. I want to say congratulations, by the way, to Erwinna for winning the Dross Auction. She got the free room for Fairyblossom Festival at, I think, the top bid of 450 Dross. So that is a pretty good little deal. It is a wow. The rooms are quite expensive there since it's basically a little luxury inn. So and I'll be excited to see her there. Woo, 90 degrees where you are too, huh? Stena. Well, you guys, I'm really excited for, man, I don't even know. Like, I took a nap before getting on here because I was so tired. And now I'm all discombobulated and, as usual, only half prepared for all of the things. But you guys are going to love tonight's show. Vendor. Yes, I'm very excited.
I think Morbid doesn't believe you. I mean, he doesn't enjoy anything, so that has more to do with it, probably.
Does Morbid ever believe me with anything? I don't even know what I did. I've been sitting here ever since you said Labor Day, trying to think of what I did on Monday.
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. I get them so confused. You know what? If you guys are playing the drinking game, just now is the time to take a drink, because I will be forever confused about Memorial and Labor Day. Like, that is just a thing. Sometimes they're kind of all the same holiday to me. What? That means every day is Christmas.
Memorial Day is somewhat more somber, I suppose.
It's actually a sad holiday. It's not Christmas.
Wait, no. Christmas is not a sad holiday.
Yes, that's why it's not Christmas.
Okay.
That was my point. Christmas is a fun holiday.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why Labor Day is also a fun holiday, because it's actually Christmas.
Yeah.
Memorial
all holidays are the same. They're all the same.
Meow. Meow.
There was a thing I was going to say. Oh, you know what we were supposed to do a couple of weeks ago that we agreed we were going to do? We were going to do like crib shares, right? And I thought that you were supposed to go first, Sir Bumble.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when are you going to be ready to do that? Because I would like to know. I would like to see what we've got to see over there.
Meow, 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 meow.
So next week.
Meow, meow.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have something big going on between now and next week that you have to prepare for?
Yeah, meow, meow, yeah.
What about you, Count Morbid? Can you go first? Can you go next week? How do you even know which way to look? Count Morbid.
Yeah, go
Morbid.
to what?
To do a crib share, to show everybody around your crib, your fly crib.
Yeah?
It's FNN cribs rather than MTV cribs.
Meow. Meow, meow, meow.
TV cribs. Oh man. Hey, Persephone, long time no see. I hope you're doing well out there. Are you still lost somewhere in the middle lands of North America? Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm just talking to people out there in the audience. Okay, so how come you can't go next week, Count Morbid? And then Kieran can go. Hey, Baroness Gale. Haven't seen you in a while either. Good to see you. Hit like and subscribe. I mean, not subscribe because you're already subscribed, but hit like. Count Morbid. Count Morbid. Take yourself off mute and answer my question. I demand it. Alas, you did miss the bid.
I was busy trying to send a message to a private chat. So.
Oh, but I'm trying to ask you a question, and I want to know if you can go first next week for the crib share.
That is not a decision I want to make right now.
Well, when are you going to make it? You have to get in line to go sometime.
Well, this is the first I'm hearing about it, so.
Were you not on the show when we decided that's what everybody was going to do?
Yeah, meow.
Discussing it as a vague possibility.
No, it was decided upon. I mean, it started as like a thing, and then it was decided upon. Hey, there he is. Hello, Gunther.
I'll release you from your bloody curse. Don't stop meowing, man.
Oh, thank you so much. I could speak again.
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't be that meowy. But
thank you.
I mean,
you had okay. Hold on. You had a curse upon you.
Yes.
So, man, I'll just have to teach you the curse breaking trick. There's a magic curse breaking trick. But how did you tell the story of this curse? What is this curse?
Oh,
you?
a Chippendale dancer, it looks like.
Oh, you know me and Jarl. We have our little rivalry, and I lost a bet, and so I had to be. I was a kitty. I became a kitty today.
Where's the tuna fish?
Oh, it's eaten already.
Tuna fish have. Wait. Oh. No. I cannot stand it. I don't want to see food all over your face. I don't want to listen to you eat. No. And he's sleep. Yes, Count Morbid is sleepless. It's a prelude. It's a prelude. Like he's starting with no sleeves.
What do we have to do to get Esquire to bring him a saucer of cream?
Hey, I would imagine.
He would have to draw. We don't have cream.
You have milk.
I'm out of milk.
I know you have milk.
I am out of milk. I ran out yesterday.
How is that even possible? You have like 50 gallons of milk in your refrigerator.
I normally go on
milk. Is that what you're saying?
Normally I shop on Mondays, but
And you drank it all already?
Well, no, it was things were closed. I didn't go shopping on Monday for food, so I I'll have to do it later.
A likely story.
It's if I had a mobile camera, I'd prove it. Excuse me.
I'm actually surprised that you do not just have your milk delivered to you.
Well, I live 2 blocks from a grocery store. I just go get things.
Yes, but that would mean that your milk absolutely comes all the time.
But I haven't gone and gotten it because it was closed on Memorial Day, and Memorial Day Monday is my grocery day. I just didn't get groceries this week because it was closed. So you know how that works. You just have to wait a whole week. Once you have a routine, and once you're set into your routine, no variation allowed.
Adapt, improvise, overcome.
No, I'm a rock.
What?
I'm a stone. I just sit there and the world moves around me. I cannot adapt at all.
Okay, do you know that cannot be true? Because I know what your sign is, and it's a water sign.
But that's true enough.
Yeah, I totally know what I'm talking about.
Maybe I am indeed full of stuff. Who knows?
Hold on, what you got against
for what it's worth,
signs?
I don't have any milk. But hey, I do have shots, so I could get a saucer full of shots, huh? What do you think?
I would love to have that myself.
What about a saucer full of Baileys?
Ooh.
I mean, it's cream.
I might do that as long as I don't have to hear you.
Go see if there's any Baileys. I think maybe there's not. Okay. He's gonna go check. Anyway, moving on.
All right. Oh man. Okay. Well, it's this week is. Gosh, we're coming up on 8 o'clock already. We did kind of get a little bit of a late start, didn't we?
Sorry.
What? It's not your fault. It's my fault. It's because I took a nap and then I had a hard time waking up. So,
we need to put a P on your bed.
Okay, I don't understand this. You buy 6 half gallons of milk at a time. Why don't you just buy 3 whole gallons?
Because the organic only comes in a half gallon.
They stack in the fridge better.
I think she's gonna. That's what he needs is a cow in his backyard, so he could just.
Because the half gallons fit in the fridge better. They're square cartons rather than the round jugs.
This guy gets it.
Hold on, the square cartons. Those don't come in. Those only come in half gallons. They don't come in a ginormo gallon. But you can get those ginormo gallons now that are square. Have you?
Yeah, but they're only at Costco. Who has Costco these days?
You're square.
Oh, look it! You totally called it. Half gallons come in cartons. That's what she said. So you called it, Count Morbid. Good job. I don't get this though. What do you mean milk is photosensitive? What does that have to do with getting your milk?
The gallon jugs are clear.
But the milk is in a refrigerator.
Yes, but it's not because it's sitting in a grocery store for a long time, and during that time it's degrading fast.
Basically, milk getting light is bad.
Which is why the fridge is dark.
I know that milk and light is bad. I think I'm going to put you over here. Hey, that's cool. All right. So there was a thing that, the Wheel of Wind. So this last week we had the Shetland fairy on the show who did the cool felted fairies, which is what the drawing was for. So I'm going to pull up yon Wheel of Wind with you guys, and everybody, you can get entries onto the wheel by being either and or a YouTube member. You can get a second entry by being a Patreon member at any level. And you can get an entry by, last week's magic word was felt up. That was a funny one. So yes, and by putting that in the comments after the show. So here is our list. Can everybody see what's going on here? We had a lot of entries too this week, so that's cool. Here's our big long list, and I am going to push submit, and we are going to draw. So this is Yonella, congratulations. You are the winner. And I think you're even out there watching tonight. Yay. I always love it when our winner is in the audience. That is so cool. So No, we'll have to give you a magic power, for your cool new enchanted item. So that is super cool. Let's see. What am I looking for? This is what I'm looking for. Yay! Well, that is very cool. There you go. It has paid off for you.
Fantastic.
I know. So I see our vendor for tonight down in the wings. Oh man, I'm so thirsty. What?
Down in the wings.
Should it be up in the wings? Vendor Abigail,
I don't like
see
it.
you down there. Are you ready? Okay. Okay, you are ready. Yay. Okay. Whoop. There you go. I'm putting
Yay,
you up here
my-
in Count Morbid spot. Hi,
Nice
how
to
are
meet
you? Can I hear you? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yep, there you are. I hear
Yep.
you. Well, welcome to the show.
Hello.
So, yes,
Thanks.
please, if you will, introduce yourself to everybody and tell us who. Count Morbid. The closer that you get to the screen does not actually make her bigger.
You mean closer to the screen?
No, he's just being silly. Please, if you will, introduce yourself to everybody and tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
So I'm Abigail Wildes. I write dark, creepy, hilarious poetry.
Can vouch. Yay!
Ooh.
So, and that's my first book is Tea with Death, and it's out and available in Barnes and Noble and Amazon and all those places.
All the places.
But tonight I'm talking about my Etsy, and I've had an Etsy for I don't know, a decade or so now.
Oh, wow. A long time.
Yeah, I started making my fairy bottles when I was pregnant with my son, and he is 7 now. So, okay, so I guess I've had my Etsy for 8 years.
That's quite a
Wow.
while though. So that's
Yeah.
a good long
And I
time to
kinda
have an Etsy
Go
store.
like up and down. Like sometimes I'll have be really dedicated to it, and I mean there was a time when my Etsy supported our family. Like that was our only income, was my husband and my creative stuff. But it didn't go very well. Like it's really, really, really hard to support yourself solely on creative stuff.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
That is the truth.
And it's a lot of pressure to put on your creativity to like at one point we had to make 4,000 of these fairy dust bottles.
Oh my gosh.
My goodness.
4,000. What on earth?
and-
4? That's crazy.
Right? And there's nothing in the world that could have prepared me for that. Like it's just a number. You don't realize what that actually looks like until it has completely filled your apartment with boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes from floor to ceiling. And I was 9 months pregnant. I had my second child while I was fulfilling this order. I had my husband, I had friends fly in from Utah to help me do this, survive a newborn and this order. It was awful. And after that, I didn't touch my Etsy for a year and a half at least.
You're just like,
Were you burnt out?
Oh, I was so done. And I was like, that's it, honey. Like, we're done trying to do our own business, which is funny because like it had just hit what you would call like actually successful, like actually supporting my family to the point where we like had an apartment and we were eating most days. And
It sounds like it was too
So you just got-
successful. If you're
you got
filling
burned
4,000
out.
orders.
oh, I was so burnt out. I was so done. So I'm like, I'm sorry, but you go get a normal job. I can't because I got a baby attached to me. Like, what do you expect me to do? So you have to do it. I'm so sorry. And he did,
Babies ruin
and like
everything.
things are a lot more stable. So finally, I've like healed that trauma enough that I'm getting back to doing my fairy dust bottles and my Etsy.
So let's see some of the stuff that you have then.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see some of your Etsy stuff.
So
I would
since
like
we've been
to
talking
place
about
an
the bottles,
order.
we start
I'd like
there.
to place an order for 5,000 bottles, please.
Do you want me to boot him off the channel for that?
It was
Because I will. I'll
40
just.
grand. Like she dropped like 30-40 grand on that order.
Jeez.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I don't have
Wow.
that kind of dross.
Right? And
Right.
it was for a book release. Her very first book was some like fantasy book, and she was ordering them for like giveaways.
Oh my
for her book.
gosh.
And I was like, lady, if you have 40 grand to spend on your own book release, like, oh,
That's how she can afford to be an author on her first book that all I do is write.
that I can't even imagine what I could do if I had 40 grand.
That's
to
basically
spend on my writing.
wages for a lot of people. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's an entire year of pay. So yeah.
Although to be
Wow.
honest, that's also an awesome order because then you get to like, attach your name to every single one of those, right? As the maker.
I
So
couldn't.
oh,
Because it was for her book, it was,
but you don't like put a label or a tag or anything on
we
it?
weren't
Oh.
that wasn't part of the contract.
Boo, but still 40 grand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of that went to supplies too, but still, I mean, it was nice. It meant that I got to stay home with my baby for a really long time without having to worry about stuff.
I mean, I could say I've never had a 40 grand order. So that's crazy and awesome. Okay, back
It
to
was terrible
seeing
too.
these magical potion bottles. I'm really
Okay.
excited for this.
So these are the bottles. They're like
Ooh.
sparkly. It's actually hard to see on
Oh,
I have
Hey.
resin on my hand, which is
what is
it's a
that?
crazy thing. It's resin.
Oh, right.
I'll explain why later. But here,
Is
I'll just
there
try to
any
pass it
way-
around.
Have you been sacrificing to the fairies or something like?
Is there any way to shine like a flashlight behind the fairy
Oh.
bottle to?
Just a minute. We're getting there.
Oh, okay.
Patience. Okay, so and then it says fairy dust. Right, pretty.
Yes.
All right, and here's what the big deal is.
Ah.
Oh.
What?
Ooh.
You just turn the little top and it lights up. Ooh, ah.
Yes. I'll turn off the lights in a minute when I get them all lit up. Okay, and so there's purple.
I want the fairy dust.
I have pink. I love the pink one actually. And I have two more. Oh yes, yellow. Which yellow
Neat.
one is a
Roy G. Biv, yo.
the what?
Roy G. Biv.
What?
Roy G. Biv. It's a way to remember the colors
of
in
the
a rainbow. Red,
Oh.
orange, yellow,
Red, orange, yellow,
red, green, blue.
Ooh, I
indigo,
like the
violet.
green. That was pretty.
blue, indigo,
I
violet.
like
Yeah.
green too. And I do like two different colors of green too.
Ion is my translator.
Oh, no.
The-
Oh, the camera. You can't see them very well in the webcam. That's so sad. Because they're really
turn the
cool.
lights off behind you. Can you do that or close a curtain? That might help.
Yeah, it's the backlight from the curtain, most likely.
Oh, see, now it looks great.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh, see, it's true.
Oh,
There
that's
you go.
better. Okay, so yellow, blue. Oh, but see, that looks green.
Yeah, a
They're
little.
like
yeah.
water balloons that
Green
would hurt more.
You can't tell the difference. Oh,
Yeah, you can. I can a little. Okay. And no, you cannot throw these. You can.
oh
Hey, ooh, look, love that pink.
I love that one. The
Why
pink
is
one.
it that you can't throw them?
I love the pink one. And there's purple.
Jail is why you can't throw them at people.
I have had people ask. So we glue in the corks.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people buy them for kids, and I'm like,
Oh yeah. Don't
not
put this in
sure
your
I
mouth.
recommend it, but whatever. But I have had people ask to not have the corks so that they can fill it with glitter, and then they go around and sprinkle. And I'm like, you do you. Like, I personally don't like glitter as a craft tool. I call it the craft herpes
Glitter
because
is
it
awful.
gets
Oh, yeah.
It's
everywhere.
awful.
You are correct, ma'am.
Yes. So, oh great! Now you get to see my I share my studio with my kids. So
Children
I kind of
ruin
thought that
everything.
this would be like smaller, but it's
Hey,
not. Oh well.
Is anybody hearing the audio cut out? I got a message in the audience saying that the audio was cutting out really bad, but I'm hearing everything just fine. Is anybody else having trouble?
Is it a specific person or is it all audio? Whoever said that.
I don't know. That's why I asked. Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's
I'm asking the person who commented.
Oh, it was April that commented Avalon. And by the way, your quest went into the mail today. As I stick that in there. But yeah, that's I don't know. So okay. So anyway, back to awesome magic bottles. So this is one of the main things that you sell in your store.
Mm-hmm. And then I have steampunk ones also, which are actually really cool. I have like a white one that's like says steam, which I love.
Should I pull up
antimatter, which is a black glittered bottle with a blue light.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So should I pull up your store, or do you have those that we could look at them live? I'd love to see them live.
Oh, I don't have them. No, I don't have them made right now.
Okay, I will pull up your store and we will check some of this out here. Let me get my little.
So what got you started making these bottles?
Yeah.
Like, what inspired it?
You know, it was so long ago. I don't actually remember.
That's right.
4 years ago.
Huh. I don't remember what gave me the
Four score
inspiration
divided
for
by
it.
10, I suppose.
Yeah, 4 and divided by 10 years ago.
I feel like the progression of them. Like when I first started, we weren't gluing the glitter to the bottle. We were like, basically I would blow hot breath into the bottle and then do glitter real quick and it would kind of mostly stick.
Oh, weird.
And that's where we started and with the little light. But then eventually the glitter would all fall to the bottom. And I was like, we really need to find a better option. And like a Mod Podge thing was too thick, like the glitter wasn't showing through well. And so we kind of had to come up with our own formula. So like that improved the bottles. Then for a while I was doing this wrap, like a wrap around with like a little loop at the end so that you could hang the bottle, which was cool, but it was so much extra work. So eventually, like once we started selling them by the hundreds for, oh, that's a half cup. We'll talk about that in 1 second.
Ooh.
That's super cute.
It says half a
But yeah, there was kind of like a progression of like the bottles got better and better. And for a while we were doing a lot of customization on them. Like people could choose their own, like the tags, what it said, their own colors, their own lights, like, but we had to keep so much stock that it just became really impossible. So when I came back to doing my Etsy again, I was like, let's chill that out. Let's just make the ones I make. I'll only do like customization if I'm really feeling up for it, but it became too much.
Yeah. It gets real fast when suddenly you have to start customizing things. Like that work builds up real fast. That half a cup of tea is hilarious. I one time dropped a teacup and it literally broke poink straight in half with just the handle with attached to one side.
Nice.
I had saved that forever, and then I think in a move somebody threw it away long ago. I was just like looking at all these.
So again,
how do you make those half teacups?
Yeah, they're so cool.
Carefully on a stone cutter.
Maybe it is a trade secret.
Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't tell. When I first started making them, I actually used a Dremel with a ceramic like wheel cutter, and I did it by hand, and it would take
forever.
Oh yeah, at least half an hour just to cut the cup, and then you have to like kind of roll it on the edges to make the edges smoother so they don't cut you.
Yeah,
and then you have to put it together, and it was such a huge process. And my husband bought me a wet like a tile cutter.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it's a difficult, delicate process, but
the wrong
I
one.
really love them. They're so pretty. They're really like,
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah,
a nice
they
way to
are.
just take cheap teacups. Well, and the other thing is like, I have to do the research on the teacups as well to make sure that I'm not cutting, you know, a teacup that's worth $60.
Oh yeah, can you
You don't want to
imagine?
be cutting it into an actual vintage
Nice
teacup
antique
that's
teacup.
worth something. So
This one is for
luckily-
Count Morbid right here.
Right. Oh, I love that. I love this. The Nightmares bottle lights up a lot prettier than in person than it does on the than we can actually capture in photographs.
Yes, but it looks so pretty. I bet it looks really cool when it's
Hooray for
all lit up.
Nightmares is probably, other than the fairy dust bottles, Nightmares is definitely the one that I sell the most. It's a really fun one.
Oh, here's the steampunk ones. Let's see.
Oh, you found them. Good.
I think I did. I'm gonna pull them up here, and I guess you'll tell me if I didn't.
Okay.
Is this them?
Yep.
And
Ooh.
here we go. So it
Rust,
says
antimatter, gold rush, ether, and steam.
that is cool. So how do these work with the battery? What happens, or how does the battery not run
No.
out, or does it run out and then it's just all done, or?
Oh, it runs out eventually. So you just take off the top.
I thought you said it was sealed.
No, well,
The
The
top
cork-
on top.
yeah, the cork is sealed into
The top on top of the top.
thing, but
Oh, I'm gonna embiggen you again here really quick.
there's a little top,
Oh.
and it just screws right off. And then there's 3 little button cell batteries. See those teeny little guys?
Oh, yeah.
And they're really, really cheap, and they're really easy to find on like eBay or Amazon. I
Yeah.
buy them in huge packs.
I would imagine, since you, and wow, and then that just
And it's
shines
just a
that
little
light.
LED.
Huh. That is so cool.
Most people use these little LED lights are used for like weddings. People put them like in the jars or whatever, or
Oh,
inside
yeah.
balloons to make balloons light up. So that's what they're supposed to be used for, but
I
was
don't
not
use them for that at all.
You what?
What'd you say, Gunther?
I
Oh,
said,
he's
I use
showing
them
us
for
his
that at all.
Here, I'll show you. There, see? All of his lights.
oh, I love it.
I know.
I'm
his lights are
obsessed.
beautiful.
I love the setup. I need an awesome setup. Okay, I'm gonna work on that. The next time I come back, I can just hide the mess. Then I don't have to try to worry about it.
Yeah, I hide my closet. That's what that is.
So,
Yeah.
see this beautiful
Yes,
screen?
I noticed that.
Right? Like, we're like, look at my beautiful background. Yet beyond is the land of chaos.
I wish the computer
Ah.
was over there, because to the side of my computer are 2 big bookshelves.
Ooh, bookshelves are nice.
Yeah, we have about 7, I think, 7 bookshelves in the house, all absolutely stuffed. I have no more room. And then my kids each have a bookshelf of their own in their rooms. We're not readers or anything, not at all.
No,
Bibliophiles.
you just write randomly. You
Yes.
know, it's got nothing to do with reading or anything. So,
I'm
yeah.
working on a really cool book right now. I mean, I'm
Speaking of
supposed to be
writing.
working on my second poetry book, but I'm kind of not so much. But I'm working on a book called The Eco Witch. And it's going to be about like green living and witchcraft together, which there aren't any books about, which is kind of, I find strange, but hey, I'll do it.
Right? Speaking of witchy stuff, I actually want to share this one because I just am a bibliophile and I love junk journals. And so this is like the only one that was in
yes.
this thing. And I kind of
I
took
have
a
it in real
peek
life.
at it. What? Show it to us. Where? Okay, wait, hold
I
on.
was going to save this for
Ooh.
last. Miss Nosy.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's her.
This thing is awesome.
It came out so gorgeous. So these are paper flowers, and there's a little drawing I did, and he's like a, I don't know what he's made out of, but anyway, little moon face. And it is a,
I love it.
Guided, so it's a junk journal, but it's like guided.
The disappearance about the brothers he was on dick.
Wait, who was saying something just now?
Was that the book talking? Does the book talk?
The book.
Was that the book talking?
Don't think so.
I would have believed it if you had said yes.
Oh, yeah.
that would have been one of those moments that I
Magic.
Well, so I know that I am not the only one in our audience that loves junk journals, but for those that may not be familiar, can you explain what a junk journal is? Oh, look at that.
I'm not sure exactly. A little while ago, a friend showed me this chick that was making junk journals, and it basically looked like she went into her scrapbooking closet and was like, this is all stuff I'm never going to use. I'm just going to throw it in one single book. And it was like every page was just like so much stuff on it, like fabric and little extra booklets and little pop outs and buttons. And I was like, I love that. That's awesome. I want to do that.
It's like the ultimate scrapbooking into a book.
Yes.
And
I love it because it uses, like, I can use all sorts of stuff that I would not otherwise use.
Yeah, yes, it allows you to use scrap paper in creative ways and all of the things. I like the fact, one of the things that I like about them so much is that they're not the same. They're like, they're not perfect. They're imperfect, if you will. Right. They're perfect in their imperfection. With all the different pages and, like you said, the fold outs and the whatever. And so
it creates a really unique experience. And when I was talking with my friend about it, I'm like, well, but where do you write? Like, there's no room. And she's like, that's half the fun. And I was like, oh, huh. Okay, cool. I like that.
The other thing that I find that it teaches you to do a little bit, if you're one of those people that has difficulty, if you get stuck doing things because you feel like it has to be perfect, junk journals kind of will cure you of that a little, because there's no way that you cannot preserve every picture, not if you're going to use it, right? You can't preserve every picture. Every page can't be perfect. And you just have to go forth and boldly do the thing, right?
Yes. I love it.
Give us some flip through of that. Let's see some of it.
So, this one's pretty. It's got a little booklet here.
Like a book within a book?
Yeah. And then this is a
walkthrough. So
that's journalception right there.
Walkthrough on YouTube.
Journal.
So if you want to pull up that Etsy listing again
for the junk journal,
for this one, the moon.
Yeah, okay, I'm looking at it.
In the description it says, for a complete walkthrough, go to YouTube. There's a YouTube link.
I see it. Yep.
And then it actually talks about like what you're supposed to do on each page, because it's a guided. So I'm considering this my first of my guided grimoires. So they're junk journals that I've made, but they're guiding you through different things that you wouldn't have thought of. So this page is for your moon sign. And a lot of people know their sun signs, but actually, like, I feel like your moon sign is probably more important, because your moon sign is actually like who you actually are on the inside, whereas your sun sign is what you present to the world, right?
Yes. Well, and I
mean, that makes sense.
It does make sense. Yeah.
Actually, if I'm showing my moon, people are terrified.
There. So do we have it? Okay. So this is your walkthrough on your channel, and I'm not gonna play all 18 minutes of it, but I thought I might, if you don't mind, press play.
Oh no, go ahead.
And then also, since we know now that you have a YouTube channel, you guys should go over and give her some subscribes. Oh, look at how it closes.
Please.
With a little
But
frog.
I'm like not ever. I'm never going to be one of those people who do it like regularly. So please subscribe, but like don't expect me to do something like once a week because it's just not possible for me. Apparently, I can't like get it together enough.
Well,
But sometimes put out
YouTube is
some cool stuff.
its own and interesting beast. Look at that. That's how I do. That's actually how I do my book of secrets. Is I have all kinds of cool scrapbooky things in it as well, like this, because I just feel like this makes it so much more. I don't know.
It makes it so
alive.
pretty, doesn't it?
It does. It's
Although
more-
I will say, like, I started my first book of shadows when I was 15, and it was very scrapbooky and like all hand done. But I look back at it now and I'm like, this is really ugly. Just so thrown together. So I like this creating beautiful things. So, and then the second one I'm working on.
Oh, do you have it there? The one you've started?
Well, it's yeah. So this is my next guided grimoire is going to be numerology. So there's the first page of it.
Hold on one second. There we go. Oh, cool.
And it's going to be a lot smaller than the moon one, but I am learning so much about numerology just putting it together. So there's like, it guides you through like the history. Why should you study numerology? What's the point? And then how to do like your name number and your destiny number and what they all mean. And then there'll be places to write all the what all the numbers are for, what they mean and all that. So that's a fun one. I'm super excited about it. Like, here's your code. I don't know who here does numerology, but
I know that my
recognize
first
this code
number is 5.
I
Hey,
can't count, so
He can't count. Whatever. So,
I'm a master number, actually. I'm 11.
a master number.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
So
Or
I
intense,
know
at
that
least.
the price tag on these books is a little steep for some people to just drop boink. So I'm curious, do you do layaway at all or any kind of payment plans with people if they are interested?
I think Etsy does do a payment plan now.
Huh. All right. So
Is there that button there? Let me see. Because I would be fine with that.
may be interested, and then but
Oh yeah,
like,
so
has to
pay
do
in 4
I bet.
installments.
oh
Yeah.
oh because I bet they do the, what is it called, the Klarna. Yeah, there you go. I've seen that on Damsel in Distress. I think does something real similar to something like that. The proper term is dabble. You dabble in the charms, the spells and charms. You know, just a little here, a little bit there, and suddenly a toad.
Indeed.
Well, so do you have anything that you would like to, any last things you would like to show us or for me to go look at before we get to find out what tonight's giveaway prize is?
Well, I think the only thing we haven't covered now is to go along with the half cups. I make tea stacks.
Is it a what?
It's an Alice in Wonderland tea stack.
And it does what?
It's pretty.
Oh, so it's a decoration. I'm like,
Yeah.
do you use that teapot for tea?
No.
Okay.
You should not use the teapot.
But that is an awesome decoration for like an Alice in Wonderland tea party. Look at that.
Yes, for tea party.
Ooh.
I've had people buy them for weddings, and most people just buy them for like sideboards and just decoration in their homes because they really like tea, and
It
just
sort
kind
of
of cool.
makes me want to have a tea stack like they did in the Alice in Wonderland with the teapots. That there was a teapot that had like 3 spouts on it. Oh, how that was so cool.
I love that. I really, really love that. This one's not quite finished because I have my tea pouring out here, but there needs to be tea in there too. And I ran out of resin. And then with the half cups, I am trying to figure out how to make them filled with tea.
Ooh.
So this was my first attempt, and it was a huge mess. my workbench in the garage has like a gigantic resin stain now, and half the resin got out, and it was too dark. So I'm gonna have to keep working at that. But once I get it, I think that would be really cool.
Well, it's not a bad start though. It looks like you just have a little bit of tweaking here and there.
Yeah, yeah, not a terrible start for a brand new idea.
I like.
I mean,
I like the.
I've been wanting to try to find a way to fill it with tea for a long time, but I just now got into working with resin, and it is not easy to work with.
It's sticky and gets everywhere.
Yes, and it has to be so proper with the chemicals. And I used to work with it, years and years ago. I tried, and I gave up because I could never get the like chemicals right, and it just turned into a mess, and it was super sticky. And I was like, I don't really have the like oomph for this right now. I don't need it. And then I got into polymer, and I was like, okay, polymers, especially the liquid polymer, I'm like, that I can work with, like easy peasy. I love that. And that's what that moon face was. I couldn't remember what it's made out of, but that's what it is. Liquid polymer.
So, okay. So that brings us, I guess, to our giveaway thing.
Yes.
So,
So,
okay, guys, here it is.
well, we're giving away a fairy bottle.
Yes.
I was gonna say I don't mind if people choose their color.
See, now I wish that I could not be on my own show. That way I could be in the drawing because I love those. So I'm sorry, did you say that it's in the winner's choice of color or not? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, all the colors of the rainbow. What? That is very cool, and I super want one. And now we need suggestions for a magic word for that magic bottle because that is the giveaway prize for this week. So, audience, suggestions for a magic word? What? No.
What was it? I
Yeah.
can't see the chat.
Meow.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh, stop right now.
Nightmares.
Stop right meow. Is that what you said?
That's right.
Oh man, let's see. We have meow, and we have bottle. No, but meow doesn't have anything to do with her magic bottles.
You need a magic-y,
I know.
Magic
That's what I'm saying.
like a bibbity boppity boop kind of word.
I was just
not that.
thinking all. Oh, what was the word for
Luminous.
remembering all the colors of the rainbow?
Roy G. Biv, but I was also going to suggest Nightmare.
It
But Roy G.
was
Biv or Nightmare is good.
red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Oh,
Indigo,
you must be
violet.
doing violet instead of purple.
A glow.
Roy
I
G.
like that one.
Biv.
Cute.
Roy G. Biv. I was Roy G. Biv for Halloween one year.
Half a cup.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Let's see. I think no. Funny, but I don't think I want to tell everybody that they should go.
Glitter herpes.
Yeah.
No, actually, that's the best
Right,
one.
that's what, like,
Glitter herpes.
Yeah, how about craft herpes? Craft herpes.
Yeah.
No, because I
That-
share this and post these everywhere.
No,
And
yeah.
I am
Oh,
not
right.
posting. Hey, everybody, go put
We
this for the
posted
magic word. No, not doing
I
it.
did not expect you to use that.
I like
a
half
glow.
cup.
I think my vote is for a glow.
A glow.
Your vote is for which one?
A glow.
Take it.
A glow. Oh, I saw that. Where was that? Let's see. Glow bottle. What? What? I know I saw it. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
A glow. It's all aglow. 4,000. Why would 4,000 be?
It was a reference to earlier with the giant
Oh.
order.
Oh,
There you
goodness.
go. For how many you can make.
Yeah,
A
we
glow.
shouldn't
I
we
think
shouldn't
just
choose a
talking
term
about
that
it,
gives
my
her
fingers
stress.
Start to bleed. Just
She's
talking
like
about it.
she's
It's
having
like,
PTSD from this. Like,
right?
okay.
I mean, we have to hand cut the holes to put the light in, and
Oh
it's
gosh.
not easy. I tried to teach so many people, and they could not do it. And I was like,
just
"What's
not
wrong with
get
you?
a
Why can't you
giant-
do this?"
Can't you just use like a giant drill and just whoop,
No, because it's cork. The drill just rips it to shreds.
Oh, start
Yeah.
with a
We
small
have to do it
and
with a
then do a
heated
big drill.
blade. We have to hand cut it with heated blade. And I have talked to people trying to figure out like how can I do these corks differently. But if I'm not making 4,000 of them, it's okay.
Well, you could also try, because I use little corks when I do quill pen rests, and I sand them actually. Wine corks, I sand them to where, with a Dremel. But on Dremels, you can buy the stone cutters that are that work like a sand cutter, and they're shaped with a point. So you could just
Yeah, I have some of those.
You could maybe sand it out just straight down.
I'll try it.
And because it's stone, your cork won't wear, or your sandpaper things on your Dremel won't wear down. But I don't know if that will work or not. But
wine corks are a lot tougher and
they're sturdier. Yeah, sturdier cork. Those craft
still,
corks.
I'm willing to try anything, so I will try it. I will let you know.
I just suddenly was like, a problem. It needs solving.
I know.
I like to do that.
Craft problem, especially like.
So we're gonna go with a glow.
I think since that is what the vendor likes, we're going to go with a glow. That will be tonight's magic word, everybody. So I will put that. A glow is the magic word. I like that word. It is a nice word.
A glow.
So before we let you go for the evening, Abigail, and I did the thing. I did the teacup Instagram picture taggy thing for the game, the secret game in the back of your book.
Oh, great.
Yes.
It's really fun. Okay, so the next step is I will send you a riddle and you have to solve the riddle.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I will bring the riddle onto the show and read it to everybody and see if they can help me. That might be fun.
It's not very hard, but still.
I don't know. I'm excited. So there it is. Okay. With that said, as you guys all know, after the show, in the comments on YouTube, not on Facebook, not on Twitch, put the word aglow, and you will be entered at least one of 3 possible entries to win that amazing bottle that she is holding in her hand right there. I'm trying to point the right way. Yes. Yes. So
again, not for throwing at people.
Not for throwing at people. Yes. Disclaimer, right? Do
Not even if you have a
Would you
bandolier.
embed those in
That's a
throwies
particular
in
kind of
general?
magic, but maybe not necessarily.
Actually, I think Ion just said it, but they would actually look amazing, like in a bandolier, like you're armed with potions.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
cool.
like you're a witch going into battle with your various glowing potions of doom.
Or imagine LARP spell balls with those mechanisms inside.
Yeah.
We have had a lot of people buy them for cosplay and Ren Fair, and
Sir Kieran is down there now thinking about how they should go on to the
That way you
how they
find
can
them
be
after
made
night
into.
battles.
I can see some of those strung to like a wizard staff.
oh, that'd be
Type
cool.
of wizard staff.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be very cool.
Considering that you're the master, Sir Bumble, of making the bandolier like full body vest worth of,
Yeah.
I'm sure you can come up with something. Okay, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight,
Absolutely.
Abigail.
Thank you
Everybody,
for having me.
yes, check out her work. All the links are in the low bar, and also run over to her YouTube channel and give her subscribes because it's really hard to get subscribes on YouTube.
It really is.
So,
Especially when you're like me and I post like once in a blue moon. And I'm
there
like,
you go.
please like my video because I don't know how to do this.
All right, thank you so much, and
Thank you.
yes, have a good evening.
You too.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming.
I
Woo.
guess, and now we get
Now
to
for
replace it
something
with
completely
Laura.
different.
Yeah, a
And now
man with
her.
3 buttocks.
What?
What did I just come?
Somebody just said, and now for something completely different. That's one of them.
Da.
A man with 3 buttocks. A man with a tape recorder up his
Up
nose.
his nose.
A man with a tape recorder up his brother's
friend's
nose.
I think this qualifies as a confusion moment. Drink.
I'm not confused. I absolutely know what I'm talking about. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, Rachel.
I'm in on it. It's Monty Python. You gotta love it.
No, I was confused about Rachel saying goodbye though in the in the comments. I was like, "Bye, Rachel," and then I realized that maybe because there's lag, Rachel was actually saying goodbye to the vendor.
Seems likely.
Yeah.
Bye, Rachel.
Yeah.
Well, hi, Flora. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing well. I see you made it. Of course, that must mean that all of your younglings are safe in bed.
Yes. I'm melting. It's way too hot.
Yeah, it's hot. And you're wearing a lot of, actually, we are both wearing kind of a lot of clothes comparatively. All the guys
I
who
don't
have
have
an eye on are in tank tops, and here we are in layers, right?
I wasn't going to no.
But you always do. You said that one time, you're like, I just can't do it without all the stuff.
No, but I mean like do the whole corset without the top.
No?
Too much skin.
It was just not appropriate. It's just all that skin
No,
showing,
it was
and
too much.
it's kind of funny because I get like that sometimes. Okay, I gotta see this mug though. Show me this mug. What are you drinking from? Oh, I see. From far away, it looked like it had a little face on it, and I was like, "What is
No,
it?"
just flowers.
They're pretty. I don't know. Mugs are a thing since we're always, I mean,
It's
I'm
actually iced tea.
Oh.
Don't be fooled by the mug. I just don't have a pretty cup this time.
That's the one that you got at Beltane from the Goblin, right? Mhm.
I don't.
I'm not entirely sure which one gave it to me anymore. But I've slept since.
Yes, I actually have some coffee to give to Count Morbid. So I guess that I'll have to give that to you at Fairyblossom or something. That was a gift to, oh my gosh, car alarm.
Somebody thought it was funny too. Did you hear that?
Oop. I guess, I don't know. Yes, I have, it's Death's Head coffee, and I think it was from, I think that was also from the Goblin. Nephili's Goblin. You guys know who did all the food for us. One of her younglings. Count Morbid's not even listening.
Talk about Tempest.
No, she has 4 of them, I think. Tempest is only one of them. It's the one, it's the oldest one. If maybe the second to oldest one. I don't know.
There was an Ifrit, there was a Tempest, there was a couple other ones whose type I don't remember.
Yes, but one of them came out as a goblin on the Goblining Day, April 30th.
I came out as a goblin that day, and I wasn't actually one.
But your greening just didn't stick.
I actually am a troll, so they kind of try to stick me back into that group again.
One of the goblins got their green on my log one time and it won't come off.
That sounds sticky. Sticky.
I don't know if we're still talking about I don't know if we're still talking about PG things anymore.
So the goblin.
Those are so cool. I want a whole bunch of those. I wish they weren't so expensive.
Did that happen when they were trying to stake you with the giant fence post? Is that what was going on?
I remember that.
Yeah,
they
when they were trying to
stake
stake me. Yeah, and they were. That wasn't my heart. That giant stake was not going anywhere near my heart. But yes, I think this is from when the goblins were playing frisbee with my log.
Aha. Well, so it's not big and heavy in wood.
Oh.
It's better than
Does it roll downstairs?
Yeah.
Alone or in pairs?
Oh, don't.
I mean, to be fair, no one got hurt because my wood was fairly soft. Is it?
Drink.
I feel like
She's covering her face with her hands. Drink. It counts.
No, I'm just saying it's a soft wood. My wood's soft.
I know.
Yes.
You can fold my wood in half even.
All right, so
we've
we've got
take something for that.
We've gotten some clarification that the cup came from Tempest.
Oh, the cup came from Tempest. Okay. Here we go. Mush the Mushroom Goblin gave the coffee, and Blaze the Ifrit collected souls.
Yes, it was a It was a collection of things. Yes.
Well, I guess that's I guess that the song is not about your log, and if that's the case, then that means yours isn't better than bad. Yours is just all bad. These jokes are all bad. I can tell you that much right now.
Yeah.
This is definitely not stand-up hour. That's all I'm saying. And if it is,
don't quit my day job.
Yeah.
Now I'm over here trying to think of really, really terrible jokes.
Don't.
I think one of my favorite ones
while you're behind.
One of my favorite ones when I was a youngling was, "Hey, Gunther,
What?
ask me if I'm an orange."
Are you an orange?
No.
Ah!
I thought
Is that
was so funny.
I don't get it.
It's
Drink.
yay! I'm not the one who doesn't. It's one of those.
Shut up, Molly.
Drink again.
It's like a non-joke joke, and that's why it's funny. Because I mean, obviously, I'm not an orange, right? So.
Or how about what do you call a blind dinosaur?
No.
A what?
Not allowed.
Diddysaurus.
Oh.
A what?
Diddysaurus.
Still don't get it.
I can't even understand what you're
Titties-
saying.
Tittysaurus?
That's what I am.
Diddysaurus.
Did he?
Did he see
Oh,
us?
did he? Not did he? That's kind of what I was hearing too. I'll be honest. I was like, what? Did he saw us?
That's pretty good.
This show is now rated PG-13.
Yes, we.
And I think we just lost like
advised.
at least 100 subscribers.
Oh yeah, I mean, if the,
Man,
if the shirts are coming off, yeah.
The thing is that I really can't like that. I can't like that dinosaur joke because the grammar is so bad. It makes me tweak a little bit, right? Like, where do you call a dinosaur with no eyes? A Diddysaurus.
I have a brother that sounds like that. I'm not okay with this.
Well, so
Did he done saw us?
Did he done saw us? That's what I'm trying to say,
Hey,
right?
hey.
I feel like I'm being originally profiled right now.
This is like these are just some of the best. When Talon was little, knock knock.
Nobody's answering the door. Carry on.
You guys are the worst.
I was reading it.
Knock knock. Who's there? Shouts and kicks the door. It's my foot. Then runs away. That is a
That's
kid
very
thing.
Talon to do.
What we used to do the Dwayne the bathtub one. Did you guys ever do that one?
Yes.
No, explain.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Dwayne
who?
Dwayne the bathtub before I drown.
Gluck glug 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 glug.
Why are you knocking from the bathtub?
You know what?
Like if you can reach the door to knock, I feel like you can save your you can. I don't know, man.
Look, I'm not. You know what? I'm allowing Dwayne his privacy. That's all I can say. Okay, here we go. Knock knock.
Who's
Non
there?
sequitur. Yeah, I can't
don't
even hear you,
like
Ion. Are
it.
you on mute? Yes.
Non sequitur who?
Could you get me a cup of coffee? That's the best. I am totally gonna use that one forever.
Please tell me we have better articles than these jokes.
We don't. We do not.
I don't know. I don't know if there's articles tonight. Are there articles?
Yes.
There are.
Knock
Okay.
knock.
Who's there?
Articles.
Tank.
Articles who?
Take who?
You're welcome.
Articles.
Yeah, articles. That's okay.
Like,
Yeah, I
was
agree
like,
with
"Wait,
this
what? I
guy
don't
down
get that
here.
one."
Let's
And
do
then I got
articles.
Okay. I'm reading about articles and you guys are telling knock knock jokes.
No, we're not.
No, you are.
Knock
I
knock.
can't do it.
Who's there?
Ether.
Ether who?
Ether Bunny. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Yeah, what?
Anna.
Stop.
You looked
Anna
up
meow.
knock knock jokes. You cannot possibly remember all of these. You're just
Another
reading them
Ether
off the
Bunny.
screen now. That's terrible.
Yeah, he's actually
knock.
looked them up.
It's not.
Meow,
it's
meow.
not fun when it's not jokes that you
Knock, knock.
remember.
Who's
Meow
there?
meow.
Interrupting cow.
Meow 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 meow. Who?
Moo.
Ah. Articles.
They
Articles.
don't have any
Yeah.
anymore. I
Articles.
just deleted them all.
No, we did the face of the dinosaur one.
Wait, if you deleted all the articles, can we go? Can we go?
What?
Can
no,
we go?
they're not deleted.
I'm
I will
just
go-
deleting them.
Gunther
I
would
will
never lie to
crawl
me.
onto your keyboard and I will fall asleep
Gunther
if you do
would
not go to
never lie
articles.
me.
What?
Actually, I have all those knock knock jokes. memorized.
Why would you memorize all those knock knock jokes?
So, when I was a young leprechaun, I worked at this camp where, to entertain the campers, we'd have to sing these songs, and one of them involved periodically stopping and telling a joke. And so I needed a series of like 12 knock knock jokes.
Wait, what
Oh.
just
Look,
happened?
I assure you that is not the most useless information in Ion's head.
That's
Oh
true.
my god. What is going on? Stop it! Oh!
I didn't do anything.
Because I'm trying to organize the things so I can see them, and you're moving stuff around, and it's
No,
making me
but
angry.
I'm just adding.
Yes. Add at the bottom or something. I don't know.
I don't like your attitude.
I don't like your attitude. Oh, this is what happens when we're both in a shared document at the same time, trying to do stuff. Okay. I think. Wait.
Yes.
Okay.
We're waiting.
We're going to talk about dead people this afternoon. That is what we're.
Fine.
that is
Let
that
morbid
is
win.
what.
Fine, let morbid win.
Woo!
Okay, here we go.
We're going to talk about how your
Today.
house pets eat you when you die.
No.
Okay.
But not so far off either. Okay. So here we go.
Meow.
Number one, Sydney hoarder, like somebody who hoards things. A Sydney hoarder killed a man, then lived with the corpse for 15 years. Inquest finds. That's article number one.
Did they
You
Article
must not
number-
have had any kitties.
Did they chip in rent?
I know. maybe they showed them off to people and like for 10 cents a 10 cents a look.
I'm
Let's
just
see.
saying it's a terrible roommate if they don't chip in rent.
So article number 2 is Satanist beheaded his cellmate and made a necklace of his dismembered body parts without the guards at California jail noticing, report says. So both of these was like, what is happening right now? If you want to hear about the Sydney hoarder who killed a dude then lived with him for 15 years, lived with his corpse, press number 1. If you want to hear about a Satanist beheading his cellmate, press number 2. Ion, please start the timer.
I cannot
How come you
believe I
start the
found
timer
it.
before I ask you to start it? I'm already bad enough with time. Why do you have to make it worse?
Right?
It's a subtle way to reduce the total amount of time.
No,
I think.
no.
One or
I'm
two.
dying.
Vote. Vote.
Oh. I mean, that's what I'm saying. 15 years and no smell factor. No, you don't get to vote
Hey.
yet. Only if we have a tie do you get to vote.
There
Nope.
are ways to reduce the smell of a corpse.
Not
Good boy.
that
Good
much.
boy. Good boy, Basil.
Lie?
Like to 0 without
Why?
being somebody.
Yeah, no,
that's-
like if you
like-
basically it helps if you dehydrate them. Like
Yeah,
if
and
you
it's with
like-
desiccant.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say like it. Well,
but
yes,
also
I'm sure that
baking
there must be
powder-
because they probably do that when they embalm them. When they exsanguinate them and then they put the embalming fluid literally into their
Yeah,
veins.
no, I'm just saying baking soda. There are ways to reduce the smell.
But yeah,
like
but
you could wrap them. Trust me. trust me. There are ways to reduce
You know
the
what? No, I just listen to what you just said. You're like, oh, by the way, I know that there are a bunch of ways that you can reduce the smell
How
on
do you
dead
think you got
bodies.
Frank?
Trust me. No, trusting you is now the last thing on my list of things
The best
to do.
way, the best way to reduce the smell of a dead body is to eat all of the flesh.
It's a timer up.
Ew, that gave me gross shivers. Let's see.
And while you're at it, you might as well make a dress out of the skin.
Do you know how much?
Are you about a size 14?
What? Oh man, she just made a Silence of the Lambs reference. Excuse me, are you a size 14?
It puts the lotion on its skin.
Or else it gets the hose again. Yeah, except for that the best character is Hannibal Lecter. I mean, really. Hey, we read an article about this a while back. Uh-oh, I think number one won. Okay, I see that the timer ran out. We have one,
To number 1.
3, 4. Oh wait, you can't vote twice. So we have 1, 2, 3 votes for number 1, 4 votes for number 1, and 1 vote for number 2 that I see, and then votes for number 3. What? Urgh, being ridiculous. Here we go. So number 1, Sydney Horder killed a man, then lived with him for 15 years. Okay. So where's my share button? I mean, I know where it's at.
Is Sydney Horder anything like Florida Man?
Are like hoarders congregate in Sydney? It's like a thing that's a problem in that town. Here we go. Sydney Horder killed man, then lived with the corpse for 15 years. Inquest finds. A man who's mummified. Is that the dude that did the killing? Or is that the dead dude? I don't know. A man whose mummified remains were found inside a home on Sydney's lower North Shore after 15 years was shot dead during a botched break and enter, a coroner has ruled. An inquest on Thursday heard Bruce Roberts shot and killed Shane Snellman in 2002 when Mr. Snellman broke into his Greenwich home. Mr. Roberts, described by his family as an extreme hoarder, a loner and socially awkward, kept Mr. Snellman's body hidden in a bedroom for 15 years. Counsel assisting Tina Zanos, that's a kind of a cool name, told the court more than 70 bottles of air freshener were discovered surrounding the body in what she described as a conscious effort to mask the smell of Mr. Snellman's decomposing remains. Some of Mr. Snellman's relatives were at the coroner's court in Lidcombe for the findings. Ew. Like, is that dude in the biohazard bag there? His niece, Tina Snellman, said she wanted her uncle remembered as a generous man, even though he was shot while breaking and entering, and that's why he is dead. And what? Okay. He was a very loving man who would do anything for anyone. He didn't deserve what he got. The inquest heard Mr. Roberts barely left his Greenwich home, which he had inherited along with 1 million in shares. 1 million in shares. I don't get that. What does that mean?
Stocks or something, maybe?
They're saying $1 million, but it's in the form of stocks for some company.
Okay. I mean, I just feel like they should have been more. I don't know. That sentence just didn't read very well. Anyway, in the weeks surrounding Mr. Roberts' own death, a large buildup of uncollected mail out on the front of his house raised concerns among his neighbors about the then 50-year-old's welfare. They called the authorities on July 21st, 2017. Emergency services broke down the front door and maneuvered through high piles of rubbish to find Mr. Roberts collapsed over a heater. Magistrate Derek Lee concluded he died of natural causes between May 26th and July 21st, 2017. Woo! They've got a 2-month window for time of death. Wow. Ms. Xanthos told the inquest that cleaners employed to clean Mr. Roberts' estate discovered Mr. Imagine being that person that cleaning you're just like going through, you're cleaning this hoarder's stuff, and then you find a body on May 29th. That's like almost a whole year after that dude died that they found that they then found the body.
It might have taken a while to get to.
I mean, a year? That's a long time. What is this, an apartment? At least 13 firearms were also discovered inside the home, but the inquest could not conclude which gun Mr. Roberts used to kill Mr. Snellman. Well, wasn't there a bullet? The inquest heard that Mr. Snellman was last seen in 2002, shortly after he was released from prison for drug supply. Ah, yes, the very good and generous uncle. Bank records show Mr. Snellman had 66 cents to his name before death. Thus, the breaking and entering. The 39-year-old had a history of petty crime and was acquitted of murdering a homeless man when he was 15 years old. Magistrate Lee concluded Mr. Snellman was murdered between October 18th and the 24th, 2002. Ooh, what's that? A body was discovered. Is that where the body was discovered? It said it was in a room, not like a shed. Senior Constable Shane Spencer was the only witness to give evidence at the inquest. He was among the officers who forced entry into Mr. Roberts' home after neighbors alerted the police. He was an extreme hoarder. I've never seen anything like it, Senior Constable Spencer said. He was the officer who oversaw inquiries into the death of Mr. Roberts, but he was aware of the homicide investigation into Mr. Snellman's death. Senior Constable Spencer told the court there was no other alternative than that Mr. Roberts had killed Mr. Snellman.
Well, that makes sense because it'd be weirder for a hoarder to keep a body of a person that either didn't die in their place or they didn't kill themselves.
Actually,
it'd be weird for them to go out and shop and buy a corpse and bring it home.
No, wouldn't people buy mummies all the time? I mean, who knows what condition it could have been. Like, it seems more plausible to me that he bought a body than murdered somebody and then made his own mummy, basically. In some,
you could just imagine the hoarder mentality.
It's easy. If you're going to buy a dead body, why not just kill them yourself?
Imagine the hoarder mentality where you don't want to get rid of anything because it might be useful, and you kill a guy who's trying to rob you, and you're just like, this body might be useful. I might need these parts one day. We just keep it around. Maybe I need a kidney transplant. Who knows? Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That is just that was a crazy article.
Like a true hoarder, he never actually used any of the body parts.
Let's see. Okay, this one looks kind of cool. Wait, this one here, and let's see. This one looks not cool. This one kind of looks funny. Okay, here we go. Wait. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna have a Shakespeare battle, I guess.
Count Morbid looks all interested all of a sudden.
Is it Shakespeare versus Stirsphere?
No, not a.
It should be 2B or not 2B.
No.
That's a good point. I like that.
Makes me kind of want to eat your face. That joke.
Okay, here we go. News anchor announces the death of playwright William Shakespeare in a viral blunder.
He died?
Yeah, like 500 years ago. Let's see. Versus Shakespeare's Macbeth was cursed by actual witches. So, if you want to hear about the news anchor that makes the blunder of announcing Shakespeare's death, press number 1. And if you want to hear about how Macbeth was actually cursed by witches, press number 2. And Ion, please start the timer. Yay! Yes.
What do you think?
Oh, what I think that it is actually.
Yeah.
This is written wrong. It should be to be or the opposite of to be.
Yeah, that's
But that's not how you say it. You don't say no. That's because that's what you say. You say the opposite of. You don't say not. That's
you
what
can
that
say
means.
cat or not cat.
No, that's what the negative sign means. It means the opposite of. Not.
Sorry. The negative is I don't know why that's there. That's a typo. That's a
No,
typo.
I did that. I put that there. That's what I'm saying. It should not be to be or not to be. It should be to be or the opposite of to be.
No, that's
To
just a
be or
double negative.
3-4.
That's a double negative.
What?
To be or 3C.
Cat or not cat. You don't say cat or minus cat.
No, I didn't say
Cat or
minus.
dog.
I said the opposite. Cat or the opposite of
Oh,
cat.
thank God, the timer's up.
Oh, good.
I'll just stop
you're the one
even
inventing
paying.
the opposite thing here. I'm just saying
There.
this
How
or
about
not
that?
this.
Kitty.
Sir Bumble, can you translate this one
What one? What now?
on the screen?
Sweet
To
fuzzy Christ.
be. Something to be.
I don't know what the middle. I know the exclamation point to be. It means.
Oh, to be or not to be. Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know
to
what
be
this.
or
I don't
not
know
to
what
be.
this one means though.
The big line is a symbol for a variable, so it could be read as or, and then an exclamation point is not in
Is
many
not,
programming
yeah,
languages. So yeah, to be
I
or not
I know
to
the
be.
exclamation. I didn't know that
Yeah.
meant or though in program. Oh, look at that! Cobble is all out there giving us some languages. So wait, let's see. Okay, what one? Here we got. We have 1 vote for 1 and 2 votes for 2. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Rachel, that is a crazy thing. I just was reading this comment. I literally was just watching a show about a man that literally sells corpses, mummies, and preserved body parts. And in the video, he wanted to buy the preserved lady bits of a Victorian prostitute. Why are those preserved? That's my question. I mean,
By the way, I recommend the product Smellies.
Smellies, is that a real thing?
Yes, it is. You can find it on Amazon and various things. You can buy a 50-pound container of it, and it's great for carcasses and body smells.
Are you serious?
Smellieze.
Well, he would know that being a vampire.
Not a
He's not
vampire.
a vampire.
Also, that was not my heart that the stake was going to. That the heart is not usually contained within that orifice.
Not a vampire. I always assumed you were a vampire because you're a count. What are you?
You know what they say about assuming?
I'm a count. What are you trying to
Makes an
say?
ass out of you and also you.
What you think?
What now?
Hey, congratulations on being a baron. If you get promoted again, you're a vampire. That's not how the feudal system works.
I was going to say, I'm a count and I don't suck blood. I eat raw meat, but that's because I'm a troll, not because I'm a count.
Congratulations. You don't hit count to become a vampire. That's not how vampirism or the feudal system fudge.
Ted
You made
Dross.
him feisty.
Ted Dross
Listen,
is-
like Kel Mormon is
Because that's
feisty
not-
about this.
You don't hit count, become vampire. That's not the feudal system.
Maybe,
Hey,
but maybe you
hey.
do,
It's
and once you get there, that's the
Resistance is
that's the real
feudal.
peerage, you know.
Resistance is feudal.
Resistance is feudal.
Fairy
That was
Princess
a great
Lolly.
one.
Fairy Princess Lolly.
What? What? Baroness
want-
Gale is
want to
telling Cal
order a
Morbid that he's
pizza.
second best Sluagh.
Do I need to order a pizza?
You need to order a pizza? Pizza sounds so good.
Yes,
Okay.
you should order a pizza.
Yes. Well, yes. I'm not ordering a pizza. But if a pizza magically appeared, I might eat it. Yes, resistance is futile. Okay. I think I have the article now open. I do. Oh boy. Cracked. Here we go. I'm like, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Yes. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Fire burn and cauldron bubble. Even if you're not married to a theater major and knee-deep in old plays at any given moment, you've probably heard about the famous Curse of the Scottish Play. And if you haven't, well, congratulations, you uncultured weirdo. You're about to learn something fun about Shakespeare. The Scottish curse is thus saying the word Macbeth aloud in a theater, literally any theater, outside of the actual performance of Macbeth, will bring down all manner of crap and chaos, up to and including a riot. Lights have burned out, touring companies have disbanded, people have gotten hurt. I hate the word gotten. People
That should
have
be
died.
R-E, by the way. That should be R-E, not E-R. In the
Theater.
article.
On the word
R-E.
theater?
Yes.
I'm with you.
Because
I'm with you on the
they're
RE.
not saying you can't say it in a movie theater.
Okay. And one time,
BRB,
Charlton
AFK.
what? One time,
Richie-
Charlton Heston had his what? Knackers set on fire? Okay. I had to click that link. Wait, what? No, let's see. I'm just. What is? I don't know if I want to click through on this. Okay.
You're
So,
fine. It is fine.
are you sure?
Yes.
I mean, what? I'm going to look at that next. And then okay. Sir Ian McKellen in Macbeth. And that's to say nothing about poor Ian McKellen. All because William Shakespeare pissed off a bunch of witches 400 years ago. You see, Macbeth was written and first performed in 1606 when accusations and or the actual practice of witchcraft and the hatred of the same were very much in vogue. For reference, America's own Salem witch trials wouldn't happen for close to another century. The newly throned King James I was especially keen on literal witch hunts, blaming dark magics for his mother's death. For Queen Elizabeth's death? I mean, sorry, it wasn't Queen Elizabeth. Mary Queen of Scots. Who was the mother of King James? Was it Mary Queen of Scots? Anyway, let's see. Dude even wrote a book about how he was going to kill them all. What? How do I not know about that? That's amazing.
How do I not know these things?
To make his wayward sisters that much scarier. Maybe you've noticed that the witches in Macbeth speak in tetrameter with 4 feet per line, 4 sets of stressed syllables and unstressed syllables, rather than Shakespeare's typical 5-feeted iambic pentameter. Yes, all of these, I'm sure these things mean almost nothing to most people. Pro-witch proponents argue that this is proof that Willie Shakes cribbed real-life spells and didn't write the sorceress instructions himself. Ooh, that's interesting. Naturally, or, unnaturally, I don't like that word, this didn't sit well with all the practicing witches from whom he'd pilfered. Witches who were, again, actively trying not to be murdered by the sitting English king, and who would have loved nothing more than to not have been brought literally to center stage.
You were right, by the way.
About what?
King James's mother is Mary Queen of Scots.
Aha!
I should have known that.
I was like, Elizabeth didn't have any children, so the next...
that's why they called her the Virgin Queen. Yes.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Well,
Anyway.
I'm just saying that if you're a Virgin Queen, one generally doesn't have direct descendants.
Oh, yeah, but we don't actually know one that she was a virgin queen. But the virgin, it didn't have anything to do with her.
I'm not saying whether or not she was actually a virgin. I'm saying that they told people that.
I know they called her the Virgin Queen. I'm not arguing that. I'm arguing the reason that they called her the Virgin Queen. Anyway, they cursed the play forevermore, starting with 2 of Shakespeare's original cast being accidentally murdered on stage. That's not Ian McKellen. That's Patrick Stewart. And let's see. Of course,
Her version's been broken. It's over.
Oh.
Alternately, if you're boring and are fine with the world also being boring, it's all a bunch of nonsense and superstitious hooey. There are also no actual records of that first performance. After all, no records of deaths. The Weird Sisters' weird incantations could have been made up wholesale or taken from Elizabethan era herbalists and alchemists, and purposely made to sound off the beat for the sake of theater. Shakespeare was pretty good at stuff like that, I hear. Even the curse itself, all the mishaps over the years can be attributed to basic statistics, the universal popularity of Macbeth, and the Charlton Heston pissing off the wrong props person. Let's see. You're obviously free to believe whatever you want, but maybe don't read this article out loud inside of a theater just in case. I was like, I hope there's more to this sentence. Thank goodness.
By the way, they really should lead with that. They should lead with, don't read
That's
this
what
out loud
I'm
in a
trying to
theater.
say, right? Like, after you've read the whole article and then here you are, don't say you
'cause,
weren't
like,
warned.
What if you'd been doing the show from like inside of a theater for some reason?
That is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's see. So I super want to like go and look at these. Let's see. Okay. Look at these click through links. Let's see. Number one was, let's see. This one. This was the Charlton Heston one, if I recall correctly. Yes, Cal Shakes risks Curse of the Scottish Play. Wait, who's Cal Shakes? What? Okay. La la la. I don't know, but where is the reference to Charlton Heston? Here we go. Charlton. The play's long history is littered with actors and occasional audience members wounded in its fight scenes and many other accidents. In a 1954 Bermuda production, Charlton Heston suffered severe groin and leg burns when his tights were soaked in kerosene. Ah, yikes!
Actually,
That's not the same as setting them on fire. Were they just soaked in kerosene and then that aggravated his skin to being like burnt? At Stratford in 1948, Diana Wynnard told everyone she didn't believe in the curse, decided on opening night to play the sleepwalking scene with her eyes closed. She survived a 15-foot fall and managed to complete the run. Holy smokes. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, what was the other one? It was the ways that the king was going to kill all of the witches. Like, what? Here's my guidebook on which it's like the Malleus Maleficarum, right? Like, here you go. Here's how you identify a witch, just in case anybody needs a handy guide.
King
Written
James was
by
a bit of a dick.
Inquisitors. Yeah, well, apparently. Wait, what? No. Let's see. British, no,
If
I don't wanna
witches
take-
if they float in water, then they're a
Ooh,
witch,
look.
right?
Ooh, these are the images of the book. This is cool.
If they weigh less than a duck.
Ah, no. What else floats in water?
Small stones.
Churches.
A chimpanzee.
A very small rock. It's so beautiful. Look at all the
Chimpanzees do not float.
Oh, here we go. The Daemonolo Gui Informe of a dialogue. What is that word? Oh,
Why are
divided.
you reading from the Necromonicon online? That's never a good idea.
Nomicon?
I mean, I already started.
You're gonna give us all
with
computer
the Hamlet
viruses.
thing, so.
Klaatu Prada necktie.
What?
Who's got a necktie?
Something
I don't know,
necktie.
like-
What now?
Okay, I'll stop. There you go. All right, I'm back to picking an article, I guess. Let's see. Yep. Turn me into a newt. Ah, yes.
I got better.
Okay. Let's see. It's not my nose. It's not. Let's see. Okay, I'm looking at articles again. You guys, quick, talk about something amongst yourselves.
What
I can sing a song.
Purr?
I don't know. Ugh.
What?
What?
What would make Oh my god,
Belly
that
rubs.
was actually disturbingly good purr.
Did somebody say pubic hair fur?
Leashy makes me purr.
Lychee. Nice.
Nietzsche?
Leashy?
Nietzsche. Nietzsche makes them purr. That's awesome.
Leashy, who is a particularly beautiful goth, makes me purr.
What?
What?
Is
What?
anybody currently working on any craft projects? If we're still killing time.
Oh.
Oh, you're killing a little time.
Room. Everywhere around me is a craft project.
It's
Your
like
face
a
is a craft project.
fabric bomb went
That's
off.
true. That's true.
I just made a really cool
bomb?
death factory in Minecraft.
Seriously, it's ridiculous.
Fabric.
I mean, there's even there's ribbons.
Wait, are we supposed to throw beads at someone? Okay.
Not that
What?
holiday.
This
I still have
is
to hem this.
ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna do that
Your
one.
face is ridiculous.
Okay, we're gonna. Oh my god. What? Okay.
By the way, you can always blame Lady Dorian for your face is ridiculous. I
I'm
will
pretty sure we
always
all do that.
always blame Dorian for that.
Are you just trying to get people to blame Dorian? Period.
Well, I mean, for some of my verbal tics, yes.
All right. Let's see here. Italian artist sells an invisible sculpture for more than $18,000. Versus what?
I will sell my invisible sculpture for half that.
I have so many invisible
Yes,
things
versus,
for
yes.
your purchase. Not the Satanist one. Sorry. Haunted doll terrifies an Australian town. So, if you want to hear about the Italian artist selling an invisible sculpture, press number 1. And if you want to hear about the haunted doll terrifying an Australian town, press number 2. Ion, will you please start the timer? Number 1.
Hypothesis number 1 about the Italian sculptor. He
No,
was
wait.
commissioned to do-
You're not supposed to ruin everything.
Yeah, he is. That's his job.
Okay, so you have a hypothesis. Does anybody else have a hypothesis about what's going on with that?
People are
Aren't-
dumb.
Aren't those the
I'll do it
aquatic creatures that, like, Pablo Escobar had a herd of hypothesis?
That's a hip hopopotamus.
A hip hop
No, I'm pretty sure it's a hypothesis.
It's a rhinoceros.
Your face is a rhinoceros.
And it's a rhinoceros that has hypothesis popping off the top of its esophagus.
Oh no.
Gesundheit.
Hey, come on, that was good. Okay, we have lots of
No,
them
it
out there
wasn't.
for 2 and 1 for 1.
That
Where's
was
our
good
timer
enough.
at?
I'll
Okay.
drink for that.
You'll drink for what? What are you drinking?
It'll
Something.
rhyme. I am drinking raspberry vodka, 80 proof.
Just straight Smirnoff. Oh, how can you even do that? Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
woo! And this is how Sir Bumble set his insides on fire.
Well, I gotta stay warm in this little vest.
So,
Oh yeah, you took it.
You
off
could also
because you were
dance.
too warm. Look at
Yeah,
that! I'm
now
telling
it's-
you guys, like he's gonna throw him money, and he will get up and he will do a little dance for you in that outfit. Look at that outfit, like.
And I finally got to use this little clippy thing. I got this
He'll
thing
dance a
on.
little dance. He'll make a little noise.
Get down
He'll
tonight.
get down tonight.
Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, I finally
Down
got to use this
tonight.
little clippy thing. I got this thing as part of on eBay when somebody dies and
Oh,
you buy
yeah.
all their stuff. You know, I got all these
I
tie
hope you
clips and
smudged it,
stuff.
though.
And I didn't know what to do with this thing. It's 2 clippy things and a little chain.
Yeah.
Oh, but I get it now. You clip it onto a vest that doesn't have buttons, and then there you go.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
Yes.
Finally got to use it. Finally got to use it for something. It's been sitting here forever.
I will sing the meow song, and you will do a little dance.
Oh
I'm not
yeah.
paying- I am not paying for that.
Oh yeah. Well, what if I decide to do it anyway? Will you pay to stop me?
All right, $1 in the super chat, and I'll play. I'll sing any kitty related song.
Any kitty-related song.
Just put it in
Uh-oh.
the comment. We'll do it.
Is there more than one cat-related song?
I don't know.
Wet-
There's the
wet
meow
ass
mix
kitty.
thing.
WAP, wet ass kitty.
My my face is also not a hypothesis. You take that back. Okay, here we go.
Take back your face.
No, your face takes back your face. Take back your mom's face.
I'll take back your couch.
Okay, deal. You know, it seems like
no.
it seems like even a full circle from that time that I got your bed, and now you can have my couch.
You are a circle jerk. Wait.
What kind of a show is this here? Come on.
Nobody knows.
Wait, which one on? Okay, number 2-1. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Haunted doll terrifies Australian town. Dang, I kind of wanted to hear about this. Okay, but haunted doll, you are. Ooh,
You just had me quick
that's the
ruin the
doll.
idea
It's
with
so
the-
cool looking. Whoa, you guys gotta see this.
You could just have me ruin the Italian sculptor thing with the hypothesis.
Okay, what's your
No.
hypothesis? Oh wait, no. Why not?
He was
What-
commissioned.
A hippopotamus.
He was commissioned to make a sculpture, and then the night before he discovered that he hadn't done it yet, that it was due, and so he just claimed he made it.
What?
I don't like his attitude.
I don't know. Okay, here we go. Haunted doll terrifies Australian town. That is a freaking cool looking doll for the record. Residents of a small town in Australia say that their community is plagued by an unsettling presence in the form of a haunted doll that brings bad luck to those that get too close to it. The eerie object, which can be seen below, reportedly sits on a swing located in a mangrove. What's a mangrove? In a mangrove swamp in the tiny town of Lucinda. Is a mangrove a tree of some sort or a plant?
Gotta
Let's
be a
see.
tree.
Among
Look
yeah,
up
it seems.
mangrove.
Yeah. Let's see. Among the mere 406 people living in that's a tiny little town living in the community, tales about the creepy doll and its unnerving powers have spread by way of whispers from residents seemingly afraid of upsetting the odd object. Parliamentarian Nick DeMetto, who represents Lucinda and several other nearby towns, indicated that everyone seems to know about the doll, but nobody really wants to talk about it. Be that as it may, local legend states that anyone who comes too close to the object winds up suffering some sort of bad luck. The most frequent victims
Yeah.
or fishing in the nearby waters, and it is claimed that even saying hello to the object can unleash its ire. This might be pure circumstance or just a modern wives' tale, D'Ameto said, mused, but it is something I'm definitely not willing to toy with.
Ah, it's an ion joke.
Groan. Although the origins of the doll appear to be shrouded in mystery, one business owner in Lucinda claims that the little girl and her swing were created by a local couple as something of an art installation with the goal of adding some color to the community. Should that be the case, their mission has proven to be a strange success, as the town has now become infamous for being the home of a haunted doll that curses anyone who dares go near it. End of
They
story.
wanted to add color to the town, and the color they wanted to add was red.
Yeah, apparently so. Although it's
Alright.
sort of weird to think that maybe at the time that it was created, it was a colorful thing, but because it's outdoors and of course in Australia where everything is always trying to kill you, that over time it became faded and ragged and kind of creepy looking, and maybe most people forgot why it was there, and then the next thing you know, it's a haunted doll that's trying to kill you. Like everything in Australia? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. Let's see. Oh, super twisted trees with awesome
God,
root
no,
systems.
Frank, no,
Apparently,
don't do
that's
it.
what a
Don't
mangrove
do
is.
it, Frank.
All right. So we're gonna be starting a fund for Count Morbid's funeral, you guys, and
Which one? Is it?
actually, it turns out that Frank has just murdered Count Morbid. And is there anybody out there right now in the market for buying a dead body? I'm just wondering. I feel like I've just now come into one, and if you would like to have a mummified body to add to your hoarded collection of
I recommend smellies for the corpse smell.
Yes, it even comes with a free guide on how to cover up the smell of
There
the
are many ways
corpse.
to cover up the smell of a dead body.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how I'm feeling, Sir Bumble. Like that face right there. Okay, because everybody wants to hear it, and I sort of want to read it too. We're doing the Satanist article with the whatevers.
Okay.
Let me pull it up here. I'm doing it. Oh,
Yeah,
whoa.
Rachel.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, guards lied about it? What? Okay, here we go. A self-styled... Oh my God, look at that guy's face. Okay.
Oh.
A self-styled Satanist beheaded his cellmate, but the guards didn't notice, report says. That is some crazy face tattoo going on.
Yeah. Oh, that is.
The convicted
Well, there you
killers
go.
shared the same cell at Corcoran State Prison. But on the morning of March 9th, 2019, so like 2 years ago, only one was still alive. Jamie Osuna, 31, had decapitated and dissected the body of his cellmate, Luis Romero, 44, with a makeshift knife, state documents show. But after prison guards made their rounds, they reported that
kids
both men
today
were...
call it shiv.
They don't want to encourage people. Let's see. They both reported that the men were alive, according to 2 new reports on California prisons from the Inspector General's office. The reports add fresh revelations and raise more questions about one of the most heinous slayings inside the California prison system. The killing has prompted investigations and a lawsuit over why Romero was in a cell with Osuna, a self-styled Satanist with a history of attacking his cellmates. One of the reports also faults the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation for conducting a shoddy investigation and delaying disciplinary action against the guards. Why the officers did not discover the grisly scene early is not detailed in the reports. But a lawsuit by Romero's family says that the cell bars were covered by a white sheet, suggesting that the guards failed to make a thorough check of the cell. The Department of Corrections disputed the findings of the reports, saying in a statement it had conducted a thorough and complete investigation from the very beginning. Yes, of course. Oh, of course they're their own best advocates. But the attorney from Romero's family, Justin Sterling, said the reports outlined the department's veil of secrecy that obscures officer misconduct. What a shocker. The idea that my client had to sue in order to get basic questions answered about her son's death is disheartening, Sterling said. The guards were meant to check the cell every so often, Sterling said, and the crime would have taken hours to commit. That's what I was thinking. If you're using some kind of a weird makeshift knife and then you kill somebody and completely dismember them, that's not an easy thing to do. And behead them. Like, you have to saw through somebody's spinal cord in order to actually decapitate them. That's why having a good person that did the beheadings back in the day, rich people paid for that so they would get you in one good whack.
Would it be easier if someone else just said finish him?
You're one good whack.
Finish him.
Final, what is it? Flawless victory.
There can be only a couple.
There could only be one.
There can be only one. Let's see. If the guards had been doing the required checks, Romero would be alive today, he said. Romero, who had spent 27 years in prison, was put in a cell with Osuna after arriving from Mule Creek State Prison, according to the lawsuit. He was convicted of second-degree murder after fatally shooting a woman in Compton when he was a teenager and associating with gang members. He was nearing parole eligibility. His new cellmate, Osuna, was serving a life sentence for the killing and torture of Yvette Pena, 37, at a Bakersfield motel in 2011. With face tattoos and a flair for Charles Manson-like satanic antics. So boring. He became a dark figure during the 2017 trial, mocking the victim's family and bragging to a television news reporter of his love of torturing people. Sometime in the early hours of March 9, 2019, Osuna methodically tortured and killed Romero, authorities said. Using a razor-style blade attached to a handle, Osuna disfigured Romero, cutting out one of his eyes, chopping off one of his fingers, and removing part of his ribs and slicing out part of his lung. He ultimately cut off his head with a razor. He also posed the body, slicing Romero's face open on either side of his mouth to resemble an extended smile, according to an autopsy. Guards found Osuna wearing a necklace made of Romero's body parts. Kings County Executive Assistant District Attorney Phil Esbenshade.
This is what happens when prisons cancel the arts and crafts programs.
Ha!
Oh, wow.
Unlike that hoarder from the other article, this guy used the body immediately, so good on him, you know.
Ew, so gross. He called it the most heinous slaying he had ever seen. We do believe that the victim was conscious during at least a portion of the time, he said. Osuna never had a cellmate until Romero arrived 2 days earlier. During his stint in a Kern County detention facility, he had been found with hatchets and other weapons and was deemed a high-risk staff assaultive threat to guards, according to the lawsuit. In one incident, Osuna found his way into another inmate's cell, where he stabbed and slashed his face, resulting in 67 stitches. Wow. Jeez, please. The lawsuit says, oh boy, excuse me.
Roommates can be a real pain in the neck.
I don't know why that was just said.
Wah, 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 wah. When prison officials requested to photograph the inmate's injuries, he declined, noting that he didn't want to risk Osuna getting copies of the photos and adding them to his collection of trophies. Interesting. Regular safety checks, blah. In this sling, the Department of Corrections has declined to provide details about the guard's activity. What a shocker. According to the IG reports, the two officers falsely reported that they had observed Romero alive. Additionally, a third and fourth officer did not report they had each seen the first two officers fail to properly conduct counts, according to one of the reports. Documents did not identify the prison or incident, but used dates corresponding with Romero's slaying. Wow.
So this murder might have been legitimate if they drew a line down the middle of the cell and just the guy's head went over the line.
I sort of want to see close-up pictures of that dude's face. I completely did not listen to anything you just said. I'm sorry. I should have. I know.
I was making a bad joke about dividing apartments with a line down the middle. So.
Some of us enjoy pain in our necks. What is this comment?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I have no hypothesis except for my face, which is apparently a hypothesis.
Hypothesis.
What is the question exactly?
The question was about a comment that was in the comments section from the audience, saying some of us enjoy pain in our necks.
Care to elaborate?
Some people are into being beheaded. Some people have
people are into lots of stuff, yeah.
And now
some people have a beheading.
Now for something completely different, yes.
Okay, so you guys, it is 9:39. There was no Chip and Mew dance from Sir Bumble tonight, which is sad. I was waiting to see what that would look like. Although I kind of
could-
think
I
that
could-
now all of the gents on the show should dress similarly, and we should have a fairy frolic, right?
Nope.
Hey, dancing is a midsummer thing, and midsummer is on the way. I'm just saying.
Your face can dance if they want to.
Yeah, your face can dance if it wants to. Okay, so just a reminder. Well, it's funny that turned out to be so. Whoa, hey, what's?
I
Okay,
absolutely
like,
love
subscribe,
how- by the
torture
way,
the bell, you guys.
The Sir Bumble logo was covering his nipples perfectly.
It was very Austin Powers.
Oh,
played.
thank you, Cat Morbid. Yes.
Yeah.
Good thing I got the 2 cameras because I got a perfect shot on that one camera.
Whoa. Okay. So also as a reminder, oh man, I don't even know what's happening right now. Like I do, but I don't. Also as a reminder, go support our Gobbo friends. This link is in the low bar. Click it and vote for Colleen/Scorch for her cooking contest. And with all of that said, guys, I think that's everything for tonight. Today's Wednesday, Thursday. No, today's Wednesday. Oh my gosh.
Wednesday.
That day off has messed me up. Whoa. I'm not wearing any pants either, as it turns out. How about you, Flora?
Oh,
Are you
Lord.
wearing pants?
I am not.
Okay.
I am wearing 4 layers of pants
No,
and
what?
trousers.
I'm like, no, don't make me remove you. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. What was I gonna say? Yes. So I will be with you guys back here on Friday for an episode of Author Reads. And with all of that said, then I think that's everything. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
Good night.
Yeah,
Right.
good night.
Thanks for hanging out. Get out.
Go away. Go away. I know I'm less attractive than Stormy. Deal with it. Go away.
What if they just don't?
Go away.
Hello, friends. This is Gunther Hammerhands. Thank you for checking out Fairy Princess Lily's channel. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Use your troll hammer to ring that little bell icon to get notifications when she posts future videos. And if you'd like to support these magical creations, fly over to our Patreon and join the Fairy family. Safe travels!